Here is how it goes, boys. You suggest cool ideas, I test and report. So last night someone suggested to move the front actuators a little bit closer to my body for better feedback experience. So I did that by 20 centimeters. And then you asked to test that configuration with the belt tensioner. And I don't know how many of you will agree with that, but for me personally the belt tensioner is one of the coolest upgrades in the last 2 years. Definitely for me was the most fun experience ever. So let's do some laps and see what we're gonna feel through that combination. Now, even that first little subtle effect gives so much immersion. As I set the engine feedback on the belt tensioner right now, and as that is the Porsche GT3 and the engine is on the back, it feels so natural. And you can see that subtle vibration on the belts, but even the wheel is shaking a little bit, and I can feel that on my legs. That's cool. One effect I really love is while cornering, the belt is pulling me from the opposite direction of the corner, and that gives so much immersion to my brain. Oh, so many things are happening at once. I can definitely feel now a little bit more effects and more movements through the actuators, being a bit closer to my body. Again, that belt pulling on the opposite side. I have the shifting effect on the belts and on the system, and then they are in the perfect sync. Whoa, wait. Man. And all those movements of the chassis, the belts, and the feedback from the wheel are so in sync. Oh. Oh. Now that is such a complete experience right now. Wait, let me explain what is going on now. Whoa. So, all of a sudden, the main feedback become from the belt system, and everything else is like secondary. Maybe because I feel most of the tension through the belts. And one really cool part happening is while I'm braking for that last slow corner and the belt tensioner pulling back my body, I instantly relax my hands, which is so helpful to receive all the feedback from the wheel. And while the chassis is leaning down and giving the ABS effects, it feels like all that feedback unload my brain and everything becomes so natural. That's crazy. Also on the exit, the tire slip angle effect when I start accelerating out of the corner is super intuitive. So cool. Yeah, just give attention to my hands, how they relax when I brake and cornering. It's like I can drive with 2 fingers on both sides. Again, that's centrifugal effect. Now, let me pass that last corner with all those anomalies and explain something else. One thing I think is happening right now is, as the belt tensioner pushing me back and sticking me hardly to the seat, I can feel even more from the actuator's feedback because of that compression setting my body and the seat together. It's like I'm cornering and I'm leaning on the side of the belt. Like I relax my body and leaning on the belt. That is so cool. Man, that sync of the feedback from the wheel and the motion system and the belts. There we go. The tire slip angle effect. Even the rumble strips are the same through the chassis, through the belt, and through the force feedback of the steering wheel. Again, I'm just leaning on this side and have my hand relaxed. That belt system is such a cool experience, really. I can just let the wheel do. You know, the wheel is doing its job, the feedback. Usually driving under stress, we used to grab the steering wheel hard. And now I'm just relaxed because I left my tension on the belt. Just 2 fingers. That's huge. That's huge for me because I usually have so much tension when I'm driving, and now the belt tensioner really relaxed me. And that subtle vibration gives so much life to the car right now. It just gives me that smile. Now, all of a sudden, all those chassis movements are not disturbing, but just complementary to the experience. Awesome. And I think moving the actuators actually 20 centimeters closer really gives better feeling through my ass. So let's try to do one fast lap. And give you my thoughts about the entire experience, even if I think I explained the important parts I'm feeling right now. I really believe the main benefit is me having relaxed hands, just because I'm leaning on the belt and now the belt is pulling me just from this side, which gives that immersion to my brain that I'm actually cornering and getting those G-forces. Let's do one more fast lap. That slim angle effect is absolutely brutal. Like, I can feel exactly what is happening with my front tires. There we go again. That is definitely not fast lap, but tons of fun. There we go again. Again. It's like I love it. I love it. Oops. Go, 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 go. Wow. 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 Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So here are the effects I'm using on the motion system and the belt tensioner. My favorite one is the ABS, which really gives me a very natural feeling of the ABS engagement under braking, and it's like unloading my brain because I just react to the feedback, and that is coming through the actuators on the bottom and the belt tensioner, which shake my body. And then on the exit I can really feel very defined rumble feeling through the chassis when the tires start losing grip, so I can modulate my throttle, which is super helpful. And the last one is when I brake and start cornering, I can really lean on the belt and relax my hands, which always was a huge problem for me while driving in competitive pace under pressure. And then the rest, you know, the centrifugal forces, the shifting, the rumble on the motor, the braking itself with all those G's is just complementary to the actual experience. But I don't know, that combination, two actuators on front with the pivot and the belt tensioner, is for me absolutely better choice than just trade-off system, because through the belts I get so much more in terms of feedback, actual feedback, and also actual immersion. Absolutely insane. I just love that combination. So wow, thanks for the suggestion, guys. That was cool. See you on the next one.